Hello all, so this is a quick video just showing you some of the tools that I take with me on a building survey, whether it's a level 1, level 2 or 3 survey, even if it's defect analysis or some sort of building pathology instruction. I always take some tools with me, and these are some of the core tools that I have. I do have other tools, but this will give you an idea as to what a surveyor usually has in their toolkit, or they should have. So just opening this toolbox here, I've got pens, spare pens. You can never have too many pens. Now I make most of my notes on an iPad with an Apple Pencil, but sometimes I need to take notes if the pencil's died or for whatever reason. I have these 2 pens and I've got a notepad in my backpack just in case. So yeah, definitely handy. This is a cupboard, sorry, not a cupboard. This is a key, multifunctional key to open services cupboards, such as gas meter cupboards, electrical cupboards. Very handy. You can see each of the different sizes and shapes that they have here. So that's very handy. This is my ruler, which I use to measure cracks primarily, the widths of cracks. So it's very handy. And looks pretty good in reports when I use it. And there you go, some free advertising for Helifix. These are fittings for my telescopic pole. So I usually mount the camera on this one, and then the screws secure the camera to this. And yeah, I put that on a telescopic pole, which is about 8 meters long, so I can inspect roofs and all sorts of other finishes. So it's very, very handy. These are window packers, but I use these quite a lot for different things. So I use this to measure the gaps between windows and doors. I also use it when I'm checking floor levels. So I'll put this under the level, and because these are different widths, you can see the gaps that are left behind and the different widths. So yeah, it's very, very handy. I often lose these, so I'm on my second set now. Right, what else do we have? So this is my protometer, moisture meter. Some people call it a damp meter. This is, you've definitely seen this before. This is used to measure the moisture content of timber. So yeah, it's very handy, staple in any surveyor's toolkit, but it needs some experience to be able to use this properly. And I'll just turn that off. There we go. What else? Laser measure, or disto, whatever you want to call it. This I use to measure floor to ceiling heights, to measure up rooms and whatnot. It's got various functions, and this is a very good brand. I've had this for a number of years, and it's been incredibly reliable and very accurate as well. So this is very handy. You don't have to get one as expensive as this, but this one has stood the test of time. Very durable. This is my mask. I always wear a mask when entering a loft because of the amount of dust and all sorts of things floating in the air. I always wear a mask, and I change this quite often. I might only use this mask a couple of times before changing it. So yeah, very handy, and I always use it when going into a loft. Hammer. I use it to tap render to see whether it's debonded. But yeah, I don't use it a lot, but it is handy when I do need to use it. So yeah, this is a very simple hammer. This one I got from B&Q. Measuring tape. Always need a measuring tape. And this is a very good one. I got this over 10 years ago as a gift. And it's 8 meters, and it's been on countless inspections, but it's still robust, it's still very good. And yes, I use this in surveys a lot to measure the thickness of walls, heights or banisters and all sorts of things. It's very, very good. And gloves. I use these primarily for hygiene reasons. So when I'm accessing inspection chambers or manholes, I will use this and a pair of lifting tools to safely remove the lid. But yeah, I wear these because you just don't know, what's on these lids sometimes, especially when dealing with foul waste. So yeah, always have a set of gloves with me. Now that's it really. Yeah, that's it. Whoops. As I said, I do have other tools such as a GoPro, a drone. What else do I have? A telescopic pole, ladders, step ladders, screwdrivers. I'm sure I'm missing something out. Yeah, but that's pretty much it in terms of the essentials. What you'll find is that it just depends on the inspection as to what you need to take with you. But I tend to carry all of my tools in one go because you never know what surprises you'll stumble across. And I always like to be prepared, always like to be ready, and never ever go on a survey without any tools. You just don't know what's going to pop up. So hopefully that's been of some use to you, whether you're a junior surveyor, whether you're a member of the public or whatnot. So hopefully that's of some help. And that's it. Thank you all. Bye.